Okie dokie. It is time once again. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of December 2020. It is 5 p.m. It is Community Raid Hour. Welcome in. Hello. It is the first Community Raid Hour of the tiered systems. I am speaking to you from Tier 2 Cheshire, but you guys can be speaking to me from anywhere in the world. Tier 1, Tier 3, or beyond. The great beyond. Welcome to the stream, though. That is my whole point. Exclamation mark tweet out the stream, and let's do some Dynamax adventures and max raid battles to get us away from this whole weird world that we live in these days. Because I find this more simpler than, outside life. Although where I live has been very, very busy today. Like, oh my god, so many people in town today. It was not good. Hey, Nightbot's working. I don't know if others are doing community raid hours. I have no idea if actual, if people like Joe, Merrick, and the rest of the people who used to do community raid hour, lockdown wise, pre-lockdown wise, are doing community raid hour today. But we will honestly see. I'm gonna set up for a DMAX adventure and by the internet and see what happens. I'm not going to set a code for this one because, I want to see if people are around first, and then we'll see if we actually should be doing codes. For our own private DMAX adventures. So, let's see if people are around. But welcome in. How has your day been? Let me know in the chat if you have had a good day, if you have not had a good day, if you've had an interesting day, if you've had a busy day. What kind of day have you had? I've had an okay day. Rather hectic getting through town, but other than that, as soon as I got to my mum's, it was quite nice. So, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and then getting back wasn't that bad either, so it's not as bad as I think it is, but you just gotta be careful and pick your battles. Oh, it would help if you connect to the internet, Joe. No wonder I'm not finding anyone online, because I'm not connected to the internet. Let's connect to the internet. Let's do that. There we go. And refresh my stamps. Now I'll find people for now I'll find people to raid with. See? I just need to connect online. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay. I mean, the Flygon's nice. The Gorgist is not bad, I will admit. Oh, look at the Gerudogon. I kind of like... You know what? I'm going to go Gerudogon. I like Gerudogon. Okay, Ice type. Let's go this way. I hit the mic with my drink. Sorry about that, guys. It's what happens when you have multiple drinks. Let me move one of my drinks further away, and let me move the other drink closer to me. Okay, so we have an Executor. I'm going to go with a Breaking Swipe. And see what I can do from there. I will admit I'm probably going to, if it gets like 5:30 and no one comes, I'll probably end up switching to Animal Crossing and probably not stop streaming. Because I don't like streaming to myself. If that is one of the things I'm not a big fan of, streaming to myself. So if you want to come in here and actually join us for a couple of, raids and watch me stream this thing, then I'm perfectly okay with that. But if you're not going to be here, I'm probably not going to be here for very long either. Although I do have an episode of Pokemon Scythe going up later on tonight, so that should be rather fun. I especially recorded that yesterday because I didn't want to have to rush home and record it. Because I like to be a little bit, ahead of the times when it comes to uploads. So there will be some Pokemon Scythe for you guys here tonight. Since we have hit the we kind of hit the point of no return in the Pokemon Famous Edition, so we couldn't continue playing the game anymore because there's really no more content for us to do. I mean, we could have gone and got Entei, but we're still getting. The problem with Entei is. Hello, Rescue Squad Kip. Hello. The problem with Entei, I was going to say, is basically, it's level 50. I'm about level 22. I'm going to get my arse whooped by that thing. And if I grinded to actually, fight that thing, I would probably be not, good for the I'd probably be good for the rest of the story, which is not always fun. Because I'm not supposed to be fighting it yet. I'm supposed to be fighting it later. But it's literally the only content I can do in that game at this moment in time, so I've moved on at this moment in time. But from what I've heard, there possibly could be a new beta coming out maybe in the new year. Early new year, probably, with Pokemon Scythe. In Famous Edition. Yes, I've heard of Pokemon Jade. It is a game that is on my playlist. I don't know if it's fully out yet, but I have heard of it, and it is on my. I am looking into it, and I am very much interested in playing it. I don't know if the full beta is out yet, but it's something I'm looking into. It definitely might be. It's definitely on the list. But then again, so's a lot of games. Like Pokemon Swords is also on the list. Pokemon Celeste is another one that I've heard of, which is on the list. I'm actually quite good friends with the person who's doing is creating Pokemon Celeste. I know that there's a Mystery Dungeon game coming out soon that I really want to play. It's like Mystery Dungeon, but it's an RPG Maker game, and it's going to be awesome, and I want to play it so badly, but it's not out yet. And then there's also like Infinite Dark and Eternal Light, which is also a really cool game which I want to play. And I know that I think Sea and Sky is coming out soon, possibly sometime next year, which is supposed to be the full version of Pokemon. It's the first one I ever played as part of a trial run, but I can't remember. No, it's not Phoenix Rising. It's the other one. Although that might have a full release sometime soon as well. It's the other one though. It's gonna go. If I don't find this, it's gonna go through my head. So the stream might lag whilst I'm doing this, but basically I kind of want to know which one it is. But I know I'm okay without this thing. I kind of like my Dragoodagon. I want to go towards the water type. That's it, Ethereal Gates. That's the one I was thinking of. I think Sea and Sky is the full version. Is supposed to be like another version of Ethereal Gates. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, I'm interested in that too. I don't think I've heard of Pokemon Unbound, which sounds which is another one I might have to search up after the stream. So there's a list of good games. Like the trial run is going to be one of the best series because it's never going to die. Because as long as there's games that people keep on creating using like fan-made like RPG Maker and other devices, it's just going to keep going forever and ever and ever and ever. Or even people keep on making ROM hacks. It's just going to keep going forever and ever and ever and ever, and it's going to be awesome. I love the trial run because it's like that. Even if Pokemon, Game Freak stopped making Pokemon games, I still have the trial run will never die. It's just that I wish Nintendo would stop issuing cease and desist orders, that's all. Because they're perfectly good games, and, you could invite some of these creators in to, create games for you. Because they'd be awesome at it. Because you've seen what they've done with your games, You must just imagine what they could do if you actually gave them legal tender to use their game. Your games. I mean, just imagine if Drayanu was in charge of the difficulty settings for was in charge of difficulty settings at Game Freak. Just imagine that. And then like Suzerain was in charge of story or something like was in charge of story, or was on the story making team. That'd be so cool. If you want to put Christmas music on, you can, Phil, but please just mute the stream. Mute my stream. If you want to listen to some Christmas music whilst watching me stream, feel free to. Hello, Phil, also. But I can't put Christmas music on because YouTube will kill me, and then if I was streaming on Twitch, Twitch would also kill me because Twitch is also like that for copyright these days. So let's just say that there is no Christmas music in the public domain that I could put on for you guys to listen to. Or if there is, there's not enough of it for it to sound like an actual playlist. But as time goes on throughout this month, I will probably oh. Okay, never mind then. As time goes on, probably next week's Community Raid Hour will be a lot more Christmassy. I will probably bring the tree in and stuff like that as we get closer to the time. But like, since there's only 2 more Community Raid Hours as part of this series before we go on Christmas break, because that is the plan. I'm going on Christmas break in about 2 weeks' time from this week. So you got this week, you got next week, and you got the week after, which is the day before my sleep block. And then that's it. That is season 2 of Community Raid Hour for LanturnJoe. Season 3 will start in the new year, on the first Wednesday of the new year, which I believe is the 6th. But also we'll have another live series as well then, because every Sunday from 7 PM till about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. I haven't quite decided on the stop time yet, but I know it will be starting at 7. It's going to be Lantern versus the World. It is a solo run live series, basically, where every week we take Lantern and we just go for 2 hours. We're starting with Crystal and seeing how far we can get with just a Lantern in our party. And then we'll move on to other games. Leaf Green, 4th Gen, Hoenn, Unova, Kalos, Alola, and then on to Gala. Yes, so eventually I will be doing Sword and Shield with it. And for the ones we can't randomise where I can make Lantern my starter, for example Sword and Shield, I will probably just like get to the first point where I can actually trade, and then trade and catch Pokemon, and then trade with myself for a Lantern, or use some kind of way to get myself a Lantern. So I can actually have a Chinchow. But for the moment in time, there's Community Raid Hour, and then there's the Sleep Block, which is going to be December 17th, as part of Jacksepticeye's Thanksmas and Operation Reindeer. So that is basically, it's a stream series that set up by Jacksepticeye. I'm part of a group called Operation Reindeer, which is set up by Icy Richards on Twitter. Go and check him out. Icy Richards. He's a Pokemon and various other games live streamer, and basically we are doing a week-long sleep block. Every day is a brand new creator in this team called Operation Reindeer, and we are all raising money for Red Nose Day and Comic Relief, as they help support people in these times, memes, so that people can get food. That is what Comic Relief and Red Nose Day are doing at this moment in time. Normally, this wouldn't be a time where I'd be doing things for Red Nose Day, but thanks to Thanksmas, and of course also thanks to Red Nose Day for actually doing something during these times, means that I am doing something for Red Nose Day. There's Phil, one of my mods, doing the putting in the donation link for Red Nose Day. What I normally do on the channel for Red Nose Day, I will say, basically what I do is I wear a red nose in every video throughout the month of March, and leave a donation link in the description. I don't know how much I actually raise from doing that, but that's something I do for Red Nose Day, and I like doing it. So, and next year is Red Nose Day year, so round about March we'll be doing that again. I will be wearing this every day for a month. And I will be wearing it throughout the sleep block. It hurts after a while, but like, I kind of like wearing it. Oh, you got the wrong link. Okay, so that's the right link for you guys. If you want to donate towards Red Nose Day, please feel free to. Oh, it's a Kyurem! If I show this to the rare... Hang on. If I show this to the rare market trader in Snow Inside, does that mean that I can get... Oh, wait, can I Dynamax? I can. Max Steel Spike. If I show this to the rare trader in Snow Inside, does that mean I can get the DNA splicers? Because I might we might do that during the stream, because I kind of need those. And I don't have the DNA splicers yet. And I do have a Reshiram. I don't have a Zekrom because that's Shield, but I do have a Reshiram, and now I have a Kyurem, so I should be able to get the DNA splicers. Yeah, Kyurem does look awesome. They've done a great job putting Kyurem in this. I will admit, last week we ran into Giratina, and Giratina looked amazing. If I was still doing like different thumbnails that change from week to week, Kyurem would be part of that thumbnail. But I don't do I don't do custom thumbnails for this series anymore because it takes too long to edit. So I just got this picture of Zygarde, Zygarde raids, which is also available like this. But I haven't ran into Zygarde yet, and apparently he's quite tough. So that could be interesting. Zygarde could be very, very interesting. And again, if you show Zygarde to the rare market trader and stolen side, you can get the Zygarde cube. So if you want perfect Zygarde, that's how you get perfect Zygarde in these games. So you just show them the Zygarde cube, and then you can just change its form to Zygarde full version, and it basically gets core. Well, you can change its ability to core enforcer, and then basically it becomes, Megazord. So that's really awesome, and I'd really like to do that. Okay, we have light screen. All I need to do is attack, and this thing is good. This thing should die. There we go. You know, there's nothing wrong with Let's Go. It was an interesting series. I like the idea of it, and I would like to go. It was something different from what we normally had, and I would love for them to do a Let's Go Johto. It wouldn't be bad for them to do it, and I like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. So if they ever wanted to do it, I would definitely accept it as a thing. So I would definitely want an actual full Let's Go game. Another Let's Go game. And I like Let's Go. It was a bit weird, I will admit, and some of the gimmicks were a bit, iffy. But once you got the idea of what you wanted to, what you needed to do with the game, it was rather fun after a while. Oh, and it also helps if you have one of these dog bone controllers, because basically you just lock it in place and then do the whole catching system. It's so much easier to do that using the dog bone controller. I will admit it was hard, but I did try and use this thing, the Pokeball Plus. It's a bit hard to play Let's Go using that. And there's a way to use this to play Sword and Shield as well. I wouldn't try it, but I'm just saying there is a way to use the Pokeball Plus to play Sword and Shield. Right. I want to do this. I want to go to the rare market seller and so on side. There it is. And all I need to do is have Kierum in the lead position of my party, and I should be able to get the DNA splicers. I dug up some mysterious items, but I have no clue what they might be. Maybe you do. Why don't you take them? We obtained the DNA splicers. What is your bargain today? Oh, I got Glyciosorb too, because you know that I have a... You know, I have a... I have a Kira. I have a Giratina. Can I just keep on talking to you and get mysterious items? Is this how you get the blue orb and the red orb? I got the reveal glass because you know I have Fundorus. Or a Tornadus. That's cool. Today's bargain is a Razor Claw for just 3,000. And yesterday's bargain was a Binding Band for just 5,000. I got a Poisonous Barb. I don't think the blue orb... I mean, I think the blue orb and the red orb are still in this game, but I just don't think Primal Reversion is a thing. So now I can have Kieran White. Where is it exactly? Oh, it's in the box. It's a key item. Look at this thing. It is so amazing. It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, now we can go back to doing community... Now we can go back to doing raids. By the way, if you want to go, if you live in the UK, it is, and you live in an area, if you live in the UK, if you want to go to game stores starting today, or starting tomorrow, since now it's not, I mean, we could do. I mean, I do kind of want to show off Kieran White. I need to find a hard raid den, though. That's the problem. Like, the nearest raid den to the Max Slayer is not the hardest. It's actually kind of easy. Look at this thing behind me. It's so cool. I do have a friend request that I need to take care of, I will admit. But somebody has friended me, and if you want to friend me, that is also perfectly fine. Basically, all you need to do to friend me is to, well, add my friend code. It's right there, right underneath my name. That is my Switch friend code. And then send a friend request, and I will basically friend you. This whole new system they've got with it is quite weird. I will admit, I'm not sure I'm a fan of this whole thing. This whole new thing. I mean, apparently stories are a thing now. Hello to Master Sword Music. I recently seen that you have an album out, and I will probably definitely listen to it. But yes, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Community Raid Hour. If you would like to see Master Sword Music's music, please feel free to go and check him out on Twitter. I'm pretty sure he's going to leave the Spotify link on his Twitter for those people who want to use it. But I will definitely listen to it. It's some good gameplay. It's some good gaming remixes. Alright, let's see what we got. It's a double. I'm using Kieran White on a double. I know. But it takes literally seconds to connect again, so it's not hard. There we go, get with the program. Galean Zapdos. Regieleki. Bring the Regieleki. Bring the Regieleki. Well, Urshifu's still legendary. It still works. I need to get back to shiny hunting Wooloo. That's one of the things I need to get back to doing. I need to get back to trying to shiny hunt Wooloo. Because I used to do that. I used to try and shiny... I've been wanting to try and get my black sheep for a while now, and I still can't do it. I want my black sheep. I mean, I already think of black sheep Pokemon games are really good. Like, for example, Let's Go is a black sheep Pokemon game, and I like it. Mystery Dungeon, Mystery Dungeon is the fifth one, Imperial Gates. The first DS one. Whatever that's called, I can't remember. Gates to Infinity. Gates to Infinity. That's what it's called. Yeah, I like that game. Not a lot of people do, but I love it. I would definitely call that a black sheep game. And then if you want to go main series, I would probably say... well, if you want to go further a bit along the lines, you could say Conquest was a black sheep game. Which reminds me, I really want to say, can we please have another Conquest game in 2021? Like, come on, seriously, nobody's done anything with Conquest in so long. I'd love to see more people work with Conquest. I would agree with that. I would agree with that, Phil. Let's Go was a bit more... was more entertaining than Sword and Shield. Not saying that Sword and Shield is a bad game, just saying that, you know, there were more games that were better than it. But it's still a good game in its own right, and I fully enjoy Sword and Shield. So, before people say, you know, anything, it's just a good... Sword and Shield is an okay game, and for me saying that, I am not a shill or a Game Freak apologist or any of the other things those National Dex people want to say that that YouTubers are. And believe me, I've heard enough of those things that I know that... I know what they... I know practically everything those guys say, but, like, I am not one of those people. I will admit that Sword and Shield was an enjoyable game, but not the best. I've heard of Cyan. Cyan's pretty good. I've also heard of Rose. Rose is quite very interesting, but I haven't heard of Pokemon Eclipse. I might have to search that up one day too. Ooh, Snorlax. Yes, I have 927 Pokeballs, Phil. It's really easy to gain money in these games. You get like all these like rare items which you can sell rather easily, and then also you can do the what watch glitch, where you basically get all the time travel and then get all the keep on getting watts and then buy luxury balls, because luxury balls resell for so goddamn much in this game. So, yeah, do that. If you want to make hell amounts of money in Sword and Shield, that's basically what you do. You just do time travel, and you get the watts from doing raid dens, infinite raid den loops, and then but you get 200 every time you check a raid den. And 2,000 if it's an active raid den. And then you just go in, change the day, and just keep on doing it like that. It's really awesome. And then once you've got enough lots, buy a load of luxury balls and then resell them. You get all the money. I mean, I've heard they've done something with time travel in Animal Crossing that makes it not as effective in these games now. I don't know exactly what, because I don't time travel, but like I know there's something. I know people were kind of annoyed with the new update and what time travel and stuff like that. I know you can't time travel to you can time travel to Toy Day, but like it won't do in it. You can't actually activate the event by time traveling to Toy Day. You perfectly can time travel to Toy Day, but I wouldn't suggest it as it doesn't do a darn thing, so don't do it. Because you won't be able to take part in Toy Day if you time travel to Toy Day. You can only do Toy Day events on the actual 24th. Which I'm not exactly sure what the Toy Day event is for this year, or how it works in New Horizons, because I've played a lot of New Leaf in my time, and that's where I have the experience when it comes to Animal Crossing. And the event is the event for Toy Day is a lot different in New Leaf. It involves a lot of writing things down because I have to make lists and spreadsheets in order to play along with the Toy Day event in New Leaf. I hope I don't actually have to do that in New Horizons. Because that would be annoying if that's the case. I am aware of that. I bought a Scalextrics track because that was in my store yesterday. I bought 2 of them, but I was going to give one to Shadow as a leaving present. But I can't actually. You can't give them presents on the day they're leaving. So I couldn't actually, and I forgot that, so I couldn't give him a present because he was leaving. Which reminds me, I need to take my Nook Miles tickets and go villager hunting sometime. Now that I don't have Cheddar anymore. Which is a shame, because I actually really like Cheddar. That is a very dead Lucario. By the way, if you would like some LanturnJoe merch, technically there is some available for you guys in New Leaf. No, not in New Leaf. In Animal Crossing New Horizons. I made some designs and I have uploaded them to the design portal. If you want to download them and turn them, if you want to wear them, that is perfectly fine. I have a shirt and I have a cap on there, and I made some Christmas, and I made a Christmas jumper as well, and a Christmas hat. So if you want to wear those, that is perfectly fine. They're under the. Just go onto my Twitter and you'll find the post for where they are in the design portal. It's as close as we'll get to actual merch until I can actually figure out how to open a Teespring store, because I haven't figured it out yet. It's something I'm working on, but it's not. it's not something I have done yet. But it is something I'm definitely working on. Once I figure out how to do Teespring, I will definitely be launching a LanturnJoe merch store. Because I am talking with a GFX designer for and a drawer to do some designs for some Lantern merch. As the gift for the 8th anniversary of our beautiful channel, I wanted to do that. Oh, you get dino ore if you do raids here. I did not realise that. Not as much as you do Max Adventures, but like you still get some dino ore from doing it. Which is cool. Which means I should never go and do raids in the wild area, because like you don't get any like special items from going to the wild area. You just get the regular items from doing raids there. Don't go to the wild area and do raids. Just do raids either in the Isle of Armor or the Crown Tundra. Yes, I'm definitely okay with that, Phil. You feel free to do that. And if you do anything good, you know, show it me, and I will probably download it. I need to download your Christmas Christmas tree design from the design portal sometime. To tell you the truth, I don't actually know what the theme for this week's Community Raid Hour was, because I wasn't planning on doing Max Raid Battles. I was just planning on doing some Max Adventures. But now I have a Kieran White, and I also can do I can also do Tornadus Ferium form. I also can do Landorus in Ferium form, and I can do Giratina's origin form. By the way, have you heard that we can get... there is a replica Pokeball going that will be available for the Pokemon 25th anniversary that you can buy for the Pokemon Centers. I want that thing. It is going to be... that looks absolutely awesome. Hey, Rob! Hello! Welcome! Oh, that was you earlier that added me. Oh, okay. Hello, welcome to Community Raid Hour. Welcome into the stream. How you do? Let me know how you're doing, Rob. It's good to see you again. If you want to go and check out one of the best draft leaguers ever, go and check them out on YouTube's GG. It's Robombi. There you go. There's a plug for you. One of the best draft leaguers in all of the Pokemon community. GG. It's Robombi. I would say the same about Darude Leaf Storm, but he stopped doing YouTube videos, so I can't really say that about my other assistant coach, just Darude. But yeah, Rob has helped me do a few like team builds and stuff like that when I was doing Draft League. And might be again when I start doing Draft League again in 2021. Hint, I'm actually coming back to Draft League in 2021. Showdown only though, because I hate the timer. Hashtag bring back chess timer. Or at least bring back 60-minute timer. Please fix the timer. Hashtag fix the timer. And I'll start Wi-Fi battling again. Ah, okay. Well, for the moment, what I'm going to say is I don't like trying to get a full 6-on-6 Draft League battle with timer is like the worst thing in the world. And then, like, yeah, sure, there's LAN mode, but LAN mode is so hard to set up. It's really not. It's not fun. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now. LAN mode is not fun. It is so hard to set that darn thing up. I am not a fan of LAN mode. I was part of a draft league that tried to, use it, the APA, and I loved being part of that draft league. But every time I wanted to do a battle, it took like an hour to set the darn thing up, and then it just randomly used to kick me mid-battle. Oh, so it was just goddamn awful. I just don't like LAN mode. And there's nothing wrong with the league. I ended up pulling out about halfway through the league, and they were not very happy with me for doing that. But I literally just couldn't stand trying to set up LAN mode anymore. It was goddamn so annoying. I just hated it. So if I ever come back to Draft League, which I'm considering in 2021, showdown only. Something that actually has a good timer system. So if they just, they could do something like, with the hint of Diamond and Pearl remakes, they could do something, okay? With the timer, they could do some. They could add that as a feature for Diamond and Pearl remakes if they don't want to. If they can't, if it's not possible for them to release an update for Sword and Shield where they bring in like a proper hour-long timer system for competitive Wi-Fi. For singles. But until they do, I'm not playing on Wi-Fi again. So we will definitely see if they want to do it, So, Game Freak, get on it. Okay, that was weird. I got a disconnect. Let me refresh. And let's try that again. There we go. Now it should work. By the way, what do you guys think we are going to be getting new game-wise? Let me know in the comment section in the chat what you think we're going to be getting new game-wise for 2021, because depending on where you go on the internet, there's definitely news out there for, well, there's definitely things out there for speculation when it comes to new games. And I definitely want to see new games. I want East Bulu. I would not mind seeing, 4th gen remakes. I would definitely not mind seeing Let's Go 2. Ranger would be so cool if they released a Pokemon Ranger game, because it is next year is the 15th anniversary of Pokemon Ranger, as well as the Diamond and Pearl 15th anniversary. And Zelda's 35th anniversary. So please bring out something for Ranger, because people forget that Ranger exists and it's such a good game. You did something with Mystery Dungeon last year. I would love to see something to do with Ranger. For 2021. It'd be awesome. Just the one thing they're going to have to do is figure out how to do like the endless because Ranger had to do, Ranger involved a lot of using the touchscreen to draw loops around the Pokemon. There isn't a touchscreen for the Switch, so they're going to have to, well, there kind of is. It does somehow respond to touch, but it's not always the best compared to like how the DS did with touch. You're gonna have to think of something to do with it for a Ranger game if they want to bring a Ranger game out to Switch. Maybe like they could use you just draw circles with the Joy-Con. Problem with that is, though, drift. That is the problem with that idea, though. Drift. Because the more you use the Joy-Con, the more likely it is to suffer Joy-Con drift, which is kind of annoying. So I wouldn't. It's not the best idea either. So I'm not sure what the solution is for for a game like Ranger. By the way, Kirby Chew, I love the nickname for Entei. Calling it Scar is amazing. Like, that is a cool nickname for it. And he's shiny Entei too, so it really works. Okay, helping hand Eevee. That's the computer player. Is that one of those new moves? Because I don't think I've heard of Surging Strikes before. But if it's one of those moves that like hits 2 to 5 times and it always crits, but doesn't actually have that much power, it's not that. There are better moves out there for it. I mean, I love single strike Urshifu. It's the one I chose when I did the Eye of Armor over Rapid Strike, which is the one that seems to be used in competitive. But like, its move is actually like it's always a critting move, but it's like power 7. It's like power 70 or something like that, which is actually quite good. Okay, so Surging Strikes is Water Ishifu's move. Hits 2 to 5 times with a 50 power. Okay. I mean, to tell you the truth, I think there's I still to this day think there's a set you could do in Little Cup with Kubfu, because Kubfu gets unbound in these games, and basically that means that it can't things like Intimidate and stuff like that don't lower its attack, so it could do close combat and or superpower, and its stats won't get lowered. It has that ability, so I still think to this day that if you do kind of some kind of choice set and do like choice scarf, choice band superpower, it'd be so good. It is choice band superpower on a Kubfu with 252 in attack and then 252 in speed. It would be so good in Little Cup. Oh, okay, it's banned in Little Cup because of that reason. Okay, but like it's a good move. It's a good. I think that's probably a really good strat. I'm not sure if it'd work in like. Maybe it might work in like RU or UU. Definitely wouldn't work in OU. But again, I don't really play RU or UU. But that is a good strat for it. That'd be a good strat for it. I only play OU and anything goes. Because that's what Draft League works in these days. Draft League works in anything goes. Or those very cool servers that actually actually have a Draft League set for Showdown, which are quite few and far between. Did I get yawned? I think I got yawned by this darn Snorlax, and I'm asleep. Same with Rob Urshifu. No, I'm awake now. Okay, cool. I actually like Little Cup. It's actually a really fun. It's actually a really fun league. It's really fun. I was part of the APA Academy's Little Cup off season, and I really enjoyed. And I've also been part of some other Little Cup draft leagues in my time, and I really enjoyed Little Cup, and I would like to do that again sometime because Little Cup is rather fun actually. I mean, what I would like to... There's an idea for a series that I want to do. Well, one of my major inspirations for this channel was a YouTuber called Hardy Tekioyo. And when he did videos, he did a Showdown series called Scoreboard. And basically he use the universal Pokemon randomizer to randomize 6 Pokemon, and then just go and do showdown battles in the set that works with the 6 Pokemon he got, and then every now and then those Pokemon would earn points depending on if they got kills or if they got crits, and would lose points if they died or if got hacks against them. And the Pokemon with the most points would ascend into the Hall of Fame after a certain amount of time. It's a really good series. I really enjoyed it, and it's something I've always wanted to give it a try on my own, so might have to be something for 2021, to do my own scoreboard series. Because I need to get back into Wi-Fi battling, because it's all about experience. And getting good at this Wi-Fi battling thing. It's all about experience, and I need more of it. Nope. Well, you can send this to the box. I think we'll do one last max raid battle, and then we might do a Dynamax adventure, and then we'll end off today's stream there. Ooh, 5-star Altaria. Me wanty. And for it, I need 6-mon tag. That's my Dragapult, by the way. I called it 6-mon tag because it's like a 6-man tag team. Rob knows what I mean. It's a wrestling meme. Rob knows what I mean by calling it 6-mon tag. I actually got to play Super Mario Maker 2 this weekend because my brother has it, and I was staying with him overnight when I technically shouldn't be, but shush on the old staying with him overnight thing, because he lives in Wales and I don't live in Wales. I live in England, but I really actually kind of enjoyed making levels on that game, so I might have to get it one day. Which reminds me, in May they are turning off these servers for the Wii U version of Super Mario Maker. It is kind of interesting that they are doing that. And not a lot of people are happy about them doing it. But that is a thing they are doing. There's also... I mean, do people still play the 3DS version of Mario Maker? That's as low-key as someone using Internet Explorer in 2020, isn't it? Playing the 3DS version of Mario Maker. Yeah, there's much more levels in the Switch version, and people should play the Switch version if they have the abilities to play the Switch version. But I'm just saying that people still would do that. There's probably still a market. I mean, if I can still find Wonder Trades in X and Y, it means that and I can. it means that people are still playing and creating worlds for free for Mario Maker Wii U and Mario Maker 3DS. Oh, that is a shiny Zygarde. I wonder if that was caught in this game or if that's like an event. That's from an event, because I still have my shiny Zygarde event Pokemon on my Sun and Moon copy from the year of the Legendary. Which reminds me, Pokemon, do you fancy doing something like that again for the 25th anniversary of Pokemon? You know, every month we get a brand new every month we do a mystery gift for brand new events for a mythical or a legendary. Please do that. That'd be so awesome. I loved Year of the Legendary and Year of the Mythical. It just gave me so many videos for a mystery gift showcase, and I'd love for that to happen again. Because it would give me so many more videos for Mystery Gift Showcase, because Mystery Gift Showcase is my most successful series on the channel. But I don't get to make enough I don't get to make a lot of content for it. I mean, people absolutely love the Mewtwo episode. That still gets views. The Mewtwo Let's Go episode still gets so many views. I don't know why that episode gets views, but like, it's got so many views, that episode of Mystery Gift Showcase. The event's long gone, but like, still it gets views to this day. But yeah, I would love to see something like that done for Sword and Shield for the 25th anniversary. Don't know exactly what they could do though for this. I mean, Year of the Shiny Legendary? No, actually shinies are actually kind of easy to get a hold of these days with Dynamax Adventures. Year of the Shiny Mythical? I think you're missing a console there, Phil. You know, there's this thing called the Wii U that no one remembers. Speaking of a black sheep, there we go. The Wii U is a huge black sheep. That was super effective and it did absolutely nothing. I mean, I love Calyrex and the Ice Rider form is really cool, but like, we are not doing a lot of damage to this Altaria. Ow! He hit me with Moonblast and it hurt. Can you, like, not hit me with Moonblast, please? It really hurts. It was a cool gimmick, I will admit. The Wii was very much a cool gimmick to do with motion, and then Xbox, you know, made Kinect, and then Sony made Move, which is, you know, which was not, and they were just not as good. But then again, really, like, I think Move Move helped make PlayStation VR, which is what Move has become these days. Which is actually really, really good. I love Sony VR. There we go. That took a while, that battle. Let me get an Ultra Ball for this thing, because I want this thing. Alright, thank you for coming out, Master Sword Music. Go and check out Master Sword Music's album that's on Spotify. Go and check his Twitter for that, at Master Sword Music on Twitter. And you'll be able to see his album. Some really good remakes in there of famous video game music. Definitely go and check that out. Hey, I have an Altaria now. This is my first time catching Altaria in Sword and Shield. And I like Altaria, so I'm very happy with that mon. Right. We're going to do one more Dynamax adventure. And we're going to do one Dynamax adventure. I'm going to put a code in the chat if people want to join me for Dynamax adventures. You don't have to, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a code in the chat, and if you want to join me, that is how we do it, because that is how Dynamax Adventures work. It's really hard to get it to work properly and get people into your raids, so I will make a code for it. But thank you for joining us this week on Community Raid Hour. It's been really fun, really enjoyable, and I've really enjoyed doing it. So here is the code that you guys have to put in. So the code is 5148 51 4 and an 8. And all you have to do is talk to the little scientist lady, say yes, and then put in that code. Push the push button and put in that code. That's what you have to do to get to do Dynamax Adventures with me. I have figured this out now, so I know how to do Dynamax Adventures. Yes, this is not a phone number. And no, do not put your phone number as a link code. Now they can do 8 digits, don't do that. Because people will see that and people will think that's your phone number. Don't do that. Because that would be a silly thing to do. So do not do that. Do not put your phone number as a link code for Dynamax Adventures. Don't forget. Oh, I should put this out there because I set this as a command in the chat. There we go. Nightbot understands. Explanation mark PIS is basically is pick my starter for the Pokemon Moon Randomizer Nuzlocke, our new main series to this channel, which is starting on Tuesday. So there's still time to vote. If there are 3 Pokemon you can vote for: Type Null, Spiritomb, and Kricketune. Please do not vote Kricketune. I like Spiritomb. I like Type Null. Please, Kricketune is there as well. If you want to see the return of Sing from our Pokemon Soul Silver Metroid lock, the idea is, it's always there. But please do not pick Kricketune. I want the Halfney. Okay. Ooh. Okay, it's a flying type legendary. Could be one of the elemental birds of Kanto, or could be Tornadus. I already have a Tornadus, so I'd prefer not to be Tornadus because that means I can't catch it. Could it be it could be a Vel. Actually, no, a Veltor's shield, so it shouldn't be a Veltor. Because I've already got Xerneas. And Xerneas was sword. So I'm hoping it's one of the Kanto birds. Yeah, I've done that a few times, Phil. I've done that a few times as well. Okay. Expanding Force does nice damage. I might try a Play Rough and see if it does more damage or less damage than that. There's Rob showing off D-Max Tentacool. You know what's weird? I got a comment on one of my videos last week asking if I knew how to transfer Pokemon from Sword and Shield back to Sun and Moon or Auras. I told him that can't. I told the person who commented that can't be done, but I'm not sure they understood. Because you can transfer Pokemon between Let's Go and Sun and Moon. But you can't transfer them between generations. You can go forward, but you can't go back. No matter how much you would love to mega a certain Pokemon that you've caught inside Sword and Shield, you can't do it. It's not possible. Unless we get Megas in a Diamond Pearl remakes. Hint, put Megas in the Diamond Pearl remakes. That would be definitely cool. But no, you can't transfer Pokemon back. It's just a very, very weird comment that I got from a video last week. Nope, I do not want another randomized Pokemon. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really want to, I don't think Pokemon would want to get people to go backwards in time. Oh, it's a Mimikyu! You know, if this is one of those Pokemon that if this legendary is one of those Pokemon I can't actually catch, I would not mind picking up a Mimikyu, because I don't have a Mimikyu yet in these games. So this might be the thing that I decide to keep from this run if I can't catch the legendary. And yes, shiny Mimikyu is very cool. It's black, it's monochrome, and it's just so cool. I would agree, Phil. I would absolutely love to have the theme shop from the 3DS on Switch. It'd be so cool. I mean, I like one of the features. I like the theme. I like the fact that we can change themes, but we can't change themes to anything beyond black or white. And I would love for us to have more. Because the themes were like so cool. It contained like icons for folders and icons for like games, and then like the music. You could change the music too that you had in the menu system, and also the cool backgrounds. So those would be cool to have in the games. Honestly, I want themes back. Give us the 3DS theme store. Yeah, basic black or basic white is all you get these days. I mean, I like dark mode on most I have dark mode themes on most of my things, but like on most of my like Windows and stuff like that, I have dark mode, but like I would much more like themes. Well, there's a reason why they don't want to give us the internet browser. Phil, there's a definite reason for why they won't give us the internet browser. It's because the fact that browser hacks exists. And that was one of the big ways that you could homebrew your Switch. That was one of the big ways you could homebrew the 3DS, was browser hacks. And they don't want to give us they don't want to give away that ability to homebrew the Switch. Although technically you can already homebrew the Switch, it's just that it's a lot harder, and only certain models can be homebrewed at the moment in time. But, you know, they'd much prefer we didn't know how to homebrew things. And that's why they won't give us a browser. Even though we all know there is a browser that does exist on the Switch. It's just that they hide it. It's not like a lot of people use the browser on 3DS anyway, you know, for anything other than homebrew. You're not going to be doing your Amazon shopping on 3DS, are you? You're not likely to do that. Oh, I need a new pair of jeans. I might as well get the 3DS out. No, you're using the PC or laptop. Or a tablet. Although there is a YouTuber who does this, like, YouTube on other devices series, where every week he shows what YouTube looks like on this other random browse service, and the 3DS one is really cool. Alright, it's main event legendary time. Let's find out what this flying type is. I've got my fingers crossed that it's a legendary Cantolian bird. Yeah, I don't think you could just do something as advanced as fleets on a 2DS. Hell, I don't even know how to do fleets. Oh, Landorus. Do I have a Landorus? I don't know if I have a Landorus yet. I know I have Tornadus. I don't know if I have Landorus. I know I have Tornadus. That's why I was able to get the reveal glass earlier in the stream. But I don't know if I have a Landorus. And Landorus Therium form used to be so good in VGC. I think it still is, actually, but, like, you know, I don't know if people still, you know, VGC is something you don't hear about too much these days because of the dark times. Hello, no. Show. Hello, Kevin. Well, welcome to the stream, and thank you, Raiders, for coming here. Thank you to that person who's just become a chinchow. Thank you to Seductive Semi-Poor for becoming a chinchow. There we go. So very much thank you and welcome to the Raiders. We are doing some community raid. We are doing some streaming as part of. We're doing some streaming as part of Community Raid Hour. This was going to be the last raid. This was going to be the last one, but now But now I feel obliged to keep going. Hello and thank you to Miles Hustler for becoming a chinchow. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with you, 18-wheeler gamer, because like every time you chat in the chat, it just basically says like if I want to show or hide your comments, and I'm not sure what the hell that's going on about because that's just weird. But very much thank you for the raid, and welcome to all the raiders, and thank you very much to anyone who hit the subscribe button for joining me. Welcome to the Lantern Nation. And we just caught a Landorus. Ah, that's what it is. YouTube dislikes him. YouTube's weird like that. I know creators in the Pokemon community that didn't say them stuff is okay for kids, and then YouTube decided to say, no, your content is good for kids, which means, in other words, there goes your comment section. Nope. No shiny. I mean, no one's gonna. No one like that's the one thing about the copper, the whole copper situation. No one's gonna want to actually say that your channel is okay for kids if it means that your comment section gets erased, you can't have advertisements on your videos, and also your videos get suppressed. I believe also for the fact that your videos don't show up in subscription feeds as well if your channel is deemed good for kids. It's just not a good idea. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Let's do one more max adventure, and then we'll end today's stream, and then we'll find someone to raid. Okay, so here is the code. We're going to do one more D-Max event. We're going to do one more D-Max adventure. This is the code for you guys. If you want to join us, get on your Switch and talk to the nice scientist lady that's outside of the max layer, and press the plus button and then put in this code. It may or may not help if you add me as a friend. I don't know, but I don't know about that personally, but of course, if you want to, the option's there. Then my friend code is just underneath me. Yeah, I'm classified as not for kids. I made sure that I clicked the button that said I was not for kids. I made sure that I clicked that button that says no kids. No kids. I made sure I clicked the button so that way I didn't that YouTube decided not to YouTube wouldn't classify me as that thing, because I do not want to be classified. Oh. So that's how it works. It is fastest finger first then. Okay. Interesting. I did not realise it was faster. That's how it works. But yeah, we're going to do one last Max Raid adventure, and then we're going to go and find someone to raid for. We're going to do one D-Max adventure, and then we're going to go and find someone to raid, because I feel like there's enough people out here for a hashtag chinchow raid. But if you are a fan of Pokemon ROM hacks and Pokemon games, then feel free to hit the subscribe button over here. I am LanturnJoe, and we do a lot of things like that. I should also do !PIS in the chat, because that basically tells you to pick my starter for the upcoming Pokemon Moon Randomizer Nuzlocke, which starts on Tuesday. Our new main series on the channel, which is replacing our Crown Tundra Let's Play, which is our current main series. So please feel free to pick my starter. The three choices are Spiritomb, Type Null, and Kricketune. For the love of God, please do not Kricketune. Because I do not want to use a Kricketune when I could either use a Type Null or a Spiritomb, because I'd love to use one of those. Not that I'm saying Kricketoon's a bad Pokemon, and everyone wants to see the return of Sing. But I'm not particularly interested in allowing Sing to come back onto the channel. Sing was my bug type in the Soul Silver Metroid lock, and that was a Kricketoon. And all I decided to do with that Pokemon is just make it a cut slave. So that means if it's my starter again, I prefer not to use it, because it's just going to be a cut slave again. Even though it can't learn cut, I will still make it learn cut. I got my own advent calendar as well. Well, my mum made me a custom advent calendar last year because she's an avid knitter, and I absolutely love the thing. And because it's a custom made one, I can choose the chocolates to put inside it, and then just basically I can, change all the chocolates out each and every year without having to get rid of the advent calendar. And I can pick and choose my own chocolates. So right now I've got a pack of in my advent calendar right now. I've got a pack of Capri's Favourites, which is an Australian selection box which you can get from B&M. They're like £4 a box, but they're really nice. And it's the only way you can get hold of Maro bars here in the UK, which is the Australian version of a Mars bar. And they're actually quite nice. Compared to Mars bars, I think they're better than Mars bars, actually. Are the Maro bars. But the problem is I'm not paying import. I don't want to pay import tax to get them in the country, so I can actually try a full-size Maro bar. Because they're not available in this country. Only available in Australia, New Zealand, and some parts of the Middle East. Nope, I don't need a Vileplume. Or at least this Vileplume. It's not the best moveset. Let's go towards the Fairy type. Oh, alright. We're going towards the Ice type. I'm kind of weak to it, though, but alright. I guess host gets to make those decisions, and I'm not hosting this one. I don't even know what the main event legendary is for this one. So this could be rather fun. By the way, don't forget to join us for the Pokemon Christmas Wonder Sleep Lock. June 17th? No. Wait, when I get... Sorry, December 17th. December 17th. I don't know where the hell I got June from. But, like, December 17th, we're doing a Pokemon... We're doing a Pokemon Christmas Sleep Lock as part of Thanksmas. It is a charity live stream. We are supporting Red Nose Day. So get on out there and come out to the stream and support Red Nose Day with me. There's a bit of a lag spike there. If anyone doesn't know, Pokemon Christmas is a ROM hack of Pokemon Gold set at Christmas time. It's a really, really cool ROM hack. I play it like... if I'm not playing it for the YouTube, I'm playing it like every year by myself anyway at this time of year, because it's a really good game. And it's got things like Wonder Trade in it, even though it's only Gen 2. So technically it's got a sort of a randomizer function, but it's not an actual like randomized stuff. The freeze on Weezing. That is not good. That is not good. I mean, that's sort of a... I guess that sort of counts as a beer... as an advent calendar. I've seen... there's actual beer advent calendars out there. And they're really cool. My brother gets one every year, but they're like 80 quid. So they're really expensive. So I wouldn't suggest them. But if you wanted to do that, you very much could do that. I would not mind this being a Shield legendary. If the main event legendary is one of the ones that's exclusive to Shield, that would be absolutely awesome. Do I want this? Nah, I'm fine without it. Well, I wouldn't suggest you do it in the morning. You know, as you open the advent. If you got a beer advent calendar, I wouldn't suggest you open it in the morning. I guess I'll go with the Click Claw. Weird selections this time. I'd probably suggest if you're using a beer advent calendar, you go for it later in the day. Dunsparce! Cool. Let's go for a Grassy Glade. Hey, my Quick Claw popped! Now I know it's a good item to buy from the backpacker. Oh, that is a very dead Weezing. Oh dear. That's 2. This is the problem with having CPUs. And we have 2 of them, so it's going to happen for a bit. Yeah, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. But that's okay. I really enjoyed this stream. I will admit that I do need to go and get some tea because I don't actually have anything in. I don't actually have any food in, so I need to go and do some shopping, which I don't really want to do because town was very busy this morning. But I need to go and get some food in. Because I've got nothing for tea tonight. But we're going to finish off this legendary, and then we're going to have the main event legendary, and then we're going to end today's stream. Unless someone else wanted to raid me as well. Let's not do that, though. I'm very much good without this Dunsparce. Oh, it's a Dragon-type legendary. Well, there's lots of Dragon-type legendaries, so this could be anything. Dialga. Guzzlord! You've really got to fix that, Kevin. If you can, that is. I don't actually know how to fix this random I have to approve every comment you make. But like you need to figure out how to fix that. Oh, can I please have this as a shiny? I would love shiny Guzzlord. I've seen it. It's pure white and it looks amazing. I want shiny Guzzlord. Like today we've seen Landorus, we've seen Kyurem, and we've seen Guzzlord. I can also approve comments he makes as streamer. You know, Phil. We both have the ability to approve his comments. And that is a very weird thing. I guess you just have to get used to it, really. Apparently the bear tick is blind. My abominable snowman is actually pretty good, though. Like, Abominable Snow is actually pretty good. Ooh, Max Wormwood. Is that... Oh, he hung on. He hung on. Now he's dead. Now he's dead. The double attack from the Guzzlord makes it 3. That's 3. And that activates Beast Boost. But at least the Dunsparce CPU is actually good enough to kill the Guzzlord. Nest Ball for the Guzzlord. The great thing is about trying to find these Ultra Beasts in Max Adventures, I don't have to use Beast Balls on them to catch them. I mean, I can, but I don't have to. That's my point. I don't have to. Oh. Bear Tech. So, not shiny Bear Tech, not shiny Vileplume, not shiny Dunsparce, not shiny Guzzlord. But I will definitely take the Guzzlord. Oh. That's weird. So you failed, and that means you couldn't catch the Guzzlord? But I was actually able to survive for some reason? Because usually if you have 4 KOs, it kicks you, but like I swear we only had 3. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Community Radar. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do a Chinchow raid. Should we see if we can find? Should I see if I can find someone who we might want to, who we might want to raid? Let's. Oh. Yeah, I know exactly who we were raiding. Beagers. We are definitely raiding Beagers. Beagers is a huge friend of mine, and he's really cool. Hashtag Chinchow raid. I will type it in the chat for you guys now. all three caps. And then I will go and click on Vigo's stream, and I will go and get you the stream link. So, yeah. There you go. Hashtag Chinchow Raid in Vigo's stream. Thank you for joining us this week, and until next time, me de la Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody get Pokemon. Awooga!